What up, people?
Howdy, people!
Howdy, people! Oh, I met Vince Marquis on Wednesday.
Did you actually meet him?
Yeah. What was the song that he sang?
Is it the Baby Got This? Baby Got
No,
Bad?
not Baby Got Back. Alright, anyway, I'll think of it later. But
Oh, that's a
anyway.
good one. That's not him either.
Yeah, no, that's not him either. Anywho, so here we are, our second week, also known as week 13 of Camryn's new show, Camryn's Pickle, because it's a NFL Pick'em show. So we're going to pick all of our picks for the week of week 13 in the NFL right here on This Day in Sports. I'm doing it all by myself here.
Yes, you are.
All right. So, Camryn, quick, tell them how to get in touch with us, please.
Well, you can get in touch with us on
Twitter, you got it.
Snapchat.
And Snapchat.
View from the Yard.
View from the Yard.
And you can find us on Facebook at View Yard.
Facebook at View Yard. You got it.
You can also find us here on
Right here.
YouTube just by subscribing and turning on post notification. That we get notified every single time we post a video.
That's right. And tell them what our last video was. They need to go back and watch that one. What just happened yesterday?
I shaved his beard
Yep.
for Movember.
Freshly shaved face. No more beard. Movember is over.
No, he looks kind of weird with
Yeah.
that.
Thanks.
No, it's because I've seen you for 30 whole days.
I know. With
that
facial
beard.
hair, right? Yeah. Now it's gone. All right, so I know you're dying to find out what last week's results were since you don't want to go back and watch the whole 15-minute video last time and do it all by yourself. So I'm going to tell you, last week in first place was, drum roll please, Camryn. She finished with 13 and 3. Camryn had 13 wins last week, and she went off of which was her favorite helmets. I came in second place at 12 and 4.
You don't have to say mine. We'll just say that I was in third place.
7
And
to 9.
Ah! I'm not going to do this show anymore.
All right, so now we're going to see what our picks are for this week. Now, we preloaded our Thursday night show, our Thursday night picks. Yeah, we picked our Thursday night picks before last night's game, even though today is Friday.
I don't think that would be called preloaded. I
No.
think that's pre-picked.
We pre-picked,
Yeah.
and already I have one wrong. So,
Yes!
I don't.
And I can't believe you picked against your own team.
I know, my favorite team is the Cowboys, but they were not doing well the past 3 weeks. They did
You
not.
gotta have faith.
I knew they would win because the Red Sox haven't been doing that well.
What?
Because the other team has been doing that
Washington?
well.
Because
Yeah.
the Redskins?
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 Yeah,
Did you call them the Red Sox?
No.
Oh.
I said the other team.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, well, all right, so let's real fast. Well, Thursday's picks. I'll lay the helmets out right here for you. Redskins helmet, Cowboys. Those two are already up 1-0 on me because they both picked the Cowboys. All right, so now let's get into the Sunday picks, shall we?
Sure.
All right, so first game on the docket Sunday at 1 o'clock, Minnesota at Atlanta. And Sherry, go ahead.
Minnesota.
Camryn? And Minnesota, clean sweep of Minnesota here for the first game. Game number 2, Detroit at Baltimore.
Mama.
I will go with Baltimore.
Baltimore.
And I went with Detroit, so it's another one there. They could go up.
Go Power.
They could go up on me in that one there as well.
Wait, did the Girl Power won last week?
No, Girl Power 1 lost last week.
Then we shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, Girl Power 1 lost last week.
Okay.
New England at Buffalo.
This is my, what's it called?
Your lock of the week?
My lock of the week, because there's no way that Buffalo is going to beat New England.
So you're saying New England.
Patriots?
New England. Yeah,
New England Patriots, yep.
I picked the New England Patriots too.
And also New England Patriots. Another clean sweep for New England. San Francisco at Chicago. Chicago. All right, Sherry, who do you pick? San Francisco?
Sitting on the dock of the bay. San Francisco.
San Francisco, going with the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Camryn also is picking San Francisco, and I am picking the home team, the Bears. Chicago over San Francisco. That's my pick. Now the next game, the Battle of the Bays. Tampa Bay
Versus Green Bay.
Versus Green Bay. Now, is Green Bay actually on a bay?
Even if it is, I bet you it's not green.
And I bet you it's probably frozen.
But we did find out about the why a brown was called a brown.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Why, Sherry, tell us why the Cleveland Browns were called the Browns. That was our question of the week from last week. So, what was the answer?
There were two reasons.
Yep.
One was they were named after their coach or something, whose last name was Brown.
The owner. Yes.
Owner.
The
There we
owner.
go. And I don't remember the second one. But then later on they had a drawing of the favorite names and let the let the people of the town pick, and they picked Brown.
And they picked the Browns. So there we go. So there's the two reasons.
I mean, there's another reason. I just don't know what it was.
All right, so let's make the question of the week about Green Bay. Is it on a bay, and is it green? How's that sound?
Say it's probably near a bay, and the water is probably green.
That's a good one. The water probably is green.
Maybe.
All right, so answer that. Where is Green Bay on a bay?
Or
It
near
wouldn't
a
be
bay.
in a bay.
It wouldn't be in a bay because that would be
Or
really
near a
weird if the
bay.
town was inside a bay. That would be really
Or
bad.
near a bay.
Okay, so let's do our picks for Green Bay versus Tampa Bay. Camryn, what do you got there?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay for Camryn.
Green Bay.
Green Bay, and I'm going with Green Bay also. They've been struggling since their Aaron Rodgers left, but I think this is a game that they're going to win. They almost won last week against a really good team, so I think they're going to do it this week. So, nope, Cameron's the only one picking Tampa Bay, which means Tampa Bay is going to win. All right, Indianapolis at Jacksonville. The Jaguars versus the Colts.
Mama?
I'm going to go with the Colts because I think a Colt at full speed could be faster than a Jaguar.
Okay, going on the speed factor. Yep,
I'm going with Jacksonville.
going with Jacksonville. Cameron picked Jacksonville last week, and they won.
No.
So I
And they
am.
won?
Jacksonville won last week when you
You're
picked them.
welcome.
And I'm picking Jacksonville also since Cameron picked them last week. So I'm going to say that they're going to win as well.
Okay.
Jacksonville. Denver, the Broncos.
Denver Broncos better be.
Who's their quarterback?
Wait, is that the Miami Dolphins?
At Miami Dolphins. Very good.
Nailed it.
Denver Broncos quarterback is somebody different because the main one got hurt or something like that. I forget.
Okay, so what? Does that mean you don't know the answer?
I don't know the answer, no.
Oakland A's. It's
I wish our
No, it is
camera
not
person.
Oakland A's.
If our camera person could
Well,
look that
that's
up
the
for us, that would be
baseball
awesome.
team.
Who is Denver's quarterback for us? That would be awesome. Until then, Cameron, why don't you tell us who you picked, Denver or Miami? Oh, Miami.
I picked Denver.
All right, Sherry?
Denver.
And me too, Denver. Clean
Sweet.
sweep of Denver's. Carolina, North Carolina.
Sweet Caroline.
Oh.
Carolina versus New Orleans, the Saints. And this is Cameron's lock of the week. Lock it in there. Get out your padlock. Lock it in there. Cameron is picking.
New Orleans.
Very good. Sherry is picking.
Carolina.
And I, too, am picking New Orleans.
Caroline. Oh. Good times never felt so good.
So good! So good! So good! No. Okay. Next
That's
time.
it?
Yeah,
All
next
right.
time.
And the next round, the next game, we got...
Kansas City versus the New York Jets.
You got it, dude.
Nailed it.
Kansas City versus the New York Jets. You remember what Kansas City's mascot is?
Mascot?
Or, yeah, mascot. What's their team name? The
Oh, our cameraman knows it. What is it?
No, it's a Jayhawk.
That's the basketball. College basketball. Very good. Kansas City.
Tiger.
Nope.
Kansas.
Sure, do you know?
I just.
Kansas City.
I know the baseball team is the Royals.
Yes.
Good. The Royals are the
Kansas
baseball team.
City Chiefs.
Chiefs. Very good.
Same.
Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Jets. Who are you picking, Cameron?
Kansas City.
Sherry?
Kansas City.
And for my lock of the week, lock it in there, Kansas City as well.
And a sweep.
And a sweep. So you definitely want to go with Kansas City on that one.
We want to know the Denver Broncos quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yes, please.
There are 4.
Okay, go read their names. I'll tell you which one's starting.
Brock Osweiler,
Okay, Brock Osweiler,
Trevor Simeon,
Simeon,
Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch.
Oh, I like that
Chad
name.
Kelly.
And Chad Kelly.
They all have nice names.
All but Chad Kelly, I think, have played this year. I think Chad Kelly is their fourth string one. But all the other three have played, and they've all not done so well so far this year.
But it's not just their fault. They have a team of players. I got your back, quarterbacks.
There you go. Sherry's got your back. You can't be...
Okay.
Oh, we'll have to get to that in a second also.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Houston at Tennessee. Let's move on and we'll get there and we'll spend a long minute on that one. Houston at Tennessee. The Houston Texans, which Sherry feels is a bad mascot name, against the Tennessee...
I said that?
last week.
I did.
Titans.
Right.
Very close. Tigers, Titans.
I
Sherry,
was
you're
second
picking...
place between
Tennessee.
All right.
Because you're the only...
10. I see.
We're recycling our jokes now. Cameron, go ahead.
I picked Tennessee too.
Bring out the brooms. Sweep for Tennessee. That's what we're all picking, Tennessee. Cleveland, the Browns. We learned all about them.
Yep.
Against the LA Chargers.
Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers, which are now in LA. Cameron, who are you picking?
I'm picking the LA Chargers.
You are? Okay. Cameron, or Sherry, what are you picking?
Chargers.
And I, too, am picking the Chargers. We all say Cleveland will not win this week and still have 0 wins.
I learned today that LA had 2 football teams, then 0 football teams, and now 2 football teams again.
Correct.
I learned that today on HQ Trivia.
Do you know what the other 2 football teams were? When they had 2 football teams before, who were they?
LA Rams
LA Rams.
and LA Rams. Their helmet is white and purple. LA. No.
Good try, though.
I knew it was the Rams. What more do you want?
Right, Rams. So you got 50% of it right.
And will I know it if you say it?
Yup.
Can you give me a hint?
It was a city we went to this summer. Camryn and I went to this city, but not
Oakland.
you.
Oakland?
Oakland.
Chargers.
No.
Oakland O's.
Oakland
Oakland
O's.
A's.
Oakland
No, that's
A's
a
is the
baseball.
baseball team. Very good.
Oakland.
The black and gold.
I got nothing.
The Raiders. The Oakland Raiders.
But didn't the Raiders become something else?
The Raiders started out in Oakland. Then he wanted a better stadium deal, so that they wouldn't give it to him. So then he moved to L.A. So they were in L.A. for quite a few years. 5 or 10 years, something like that. And then after that, they went back to Oakland. And then he wanted another better stadium deal, and they still wouldn't give it to him. So this is the last year in Oakland before next year when they go and they play in the city of...
New York.
Nope.
I don't know.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las
Vegas.
Who was it? The Chargers?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Aren't they black and silver?
Yes.
I thought you said black and gold. That's why I think
Oh,
I was
black
thrown
and silver. Maybe I said black and gold. All right.
Maybe that's why I didn't know.
Maybe that's why I messed it all up. All right, let's see. Cleveland, LA Chargers. We all picked LA.
Yeah, we all picked
And now we're up to the LA Rams and Arizona. The new LA Rams back from St. Louis. And Cameron, you're picking LA or Arizona?
I'm picking Arizona.
Arizona, out in the heat of Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona. I am going with the LA Rams. I'm picking them to be the road team winning there. The next game, talking about those Oakland Raiders playing against the New York Giants.
So I originally picked the Giants, but I totally forgot until you gave me that look earlier about the big deal this week.
With their quarterback and how they're giving Eli a raw deal. All right.
That's the nice way of putting it.
That is a nice way
So
of
I'm
putting
going
it.
to vote against them, and I'm going to pick Oakland.
I'm picking Oakland.
I also am picking Oakland. And
Take out that broom, baby. It's sweet.
it's sweep time. I also feel I will say this. I give Eli credit because they said to him, if you don't, we'll let you start this week, but we're going to pull you out to see how Geno Smith does. To keep your consecutive game streak going because he's played in 210 consecutive games.
What does that mean?
That means he hasn't missed a game in 210 games. He hasn't gotten hurt. He hasn't been
Knock on wood.
sick. He hasn't done anything. He played 14 seasons, didn't miss a game.
Okay.
He won. He was part of 2 Super Bowl winning teams. He was the Super Bowl MVP one year.
Are you listening?
He's been the league MVP. And the Giants, with 4 games left in the season, they have no shot of going anywhere this season whatsoever. They're yanking him to put in Geno Smith to see how he's going to do. And they gave him the option. If he wanted to start, he could start. And then they were going to yank him out after 1 series and then put Geno Smith in. And he said, no, I'm not going to have my consecutive win streak or consecutive start streak tarnished by me starting for one round. So I do give Eli a lot of credit for that.
I don't. That's fair.
Yes. I mean, if your quarterback's been around that long and he's done that much for you, let him finish out the season.
Is he going to retire?
No, rumor has it he's going to go. The best fit for him to go to is to go to Jacksonville because his former coach is now down at Jacksonville, and he will play there and do really well there next year.
So go there.
Go to Jacksonville, Eli. Go to Jacksonville.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. That's right. You deserve it. And I'm a Cowboys fan, but I think you deserve it. Go to Jacksonville and win again. All right. So we all picked Oakland. Camryn told you sweep after I did my little tirade about how the Giants mistreated Eli. The 8:30 game. This is another big one. Philadelphia at Seattle. I'm sorry, Philadelphia.
He said Philadelphia.
Did I? I didn't even realize I said that. All right, Philadelphia at Seattle. Sherry, you are picking?
Oh, I don't want to do it. Is Seattle good?
Seattle's good, yeah. They're the lead in their division.
Oh, so they are.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to
Oh,
get...
no, I take that back. They're not the lead in their division. But they are doing very well right now.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll just stick with Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, the 10-1 or 12-1, whatever they are.
yes.
11-1.
I think they're 11-1.
In the very beginning, I did pick Philadelphia. But now I'm gonna switch my vote. I'm gonna pick Seattle.
Oh, Cameron's picking Seattle. I too am picking Seattle.
I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna win.
Last week I thought the Eagles were going to have a letdown, and they didn't let me down at all.
Yeah.
But it's really, really hard to win in Seattle, which is the only reason I'm picking Seattle.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be
Why
a very
is it
good
really hard
game.
to win in Seattle?
Because they play really well there. The crowd, they have their 13th man, the big, loud crowd there. It's one of the noisiest parks to play in.
Yes, but we have crazy Philadelphia fans. So.
Yes, that is true. And now the Monday night game. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are all picking... We'll say it all at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Pittsburgh!
All right, sweep it out of there. We all picked Pittsburgh. So there we go. So that's it. That's our picks for Week 13, our second show. Camryn's Pickle Show, round 2. Anything else?
No.
No?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No, look what I did.
You wrote your name backwards.
This is my special talent.
Yeah,
Sherry?
she's very good at doing it.
She can write her name backwards and words. She can write whole words backwards,
Yeah, she
sentences and everything.
Yes,
It's
without
very
even
impressive.
thinking about it.
Without even thinking about it. All right, so that being said, like, subscribe, turn on notifications,
Life is more than
comment about how awesome Camryn is and how much fun she is, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter,
Watch
and
Camryn's
Snapchat.
Pickle!
Watch Camryn's Pickle Weekly. Camryn's in first place right now.
Woo,
We'll see after week 2 if that changes. Until then, it's Sherry, Camryn, our camera guy Trey, and me, Rob, saying
Peace!
peace.